Hi, my name is Nargis Kasruni and I'm half Persian, half Indian, quite a mix. I have been living in India for almost maybe 25 years now, since the day I was born. I love Bombay. I am originally from Bombay as well. I The best part is that I work in a place where I'm the only girl over there and there are only men around me. But I don't think that makes me any lesser than a man, or I don't think it really makes me unpotential than a man. I work from 9 to 6 every single day of my life, and I think the best job I could get, where I learn so much around everybody. Sometimes, of course, I do get people who walk in to my store and they ask me, no, we want to talk to a man, we want to talk to a manager. And I'm like, what makes you think I'm not a manager? What makes you think I'm less than a man? I can explain you things much better than the guy standing out there. So yeah, they become a little surprised after some time. I love traveling. I took a break for 3 months. I went to South Korea, Seoul, which is not a very unique place to be, for a holiday. Very expensive. People don't know your language. They don't know English. Very difficult to communicate. I was there for 3 months, and I think I figured one of the safest ever cities in the whole world. You know, I could just be there sitting at a bus stop the whole night and no one just scared. No one came to me, no one spoke to me. It was one of the safest cities and the countries I had been to, honestly. And that's why I stayed there for more than 3 months. I think when you are all by yourself, you get to know about you more than anybody else, or more than you can be with your friends around. When you're sitting there alone, where there's no phones, there's no means of communication with the outside world, you realize so much about yourself and you learn so much about yourself. And I think that's the best thing. I think everyone should go on a holiday with themselves rather than with friends, you know. I think what in India, I have not been in many cities in India because I was always studying and then working. But I think one main issue with our Indian people are that whatever happens, they just stop, stare and pass by. It was just a matter of yesterday when a lady was on a bike and she banged into another bike and she fell down, and there were like thousands of people crowded over there, and they were just not doing anything. They were not even picking the girl up. They were just standing and staring, like, why? Like, just pick her up, take her to the hospital, do something. Nothing is done, and you know, they just move away. Anything that happens over here, mainly, they just come, they stand, they stare and they leave. Like, even when we see fights on the road, when the Bangalore incident happened, why no one took a step? Like, why no one came forward, just bashed the guys up and maybe made a noise out of it. I'm actually very surprised that this is a very tragic thing that happened in our country. When something happens like this in other countries, we just like sit and stare like, oh my god, they're like so, it's a shameful thing that happened, and why something like this happened, why didn't anybody go and fight for it. And when the same thing happens in our country, people they just don't take steps, and we see people sitting there and tweeting about it. What are you going to do when you tweet about things? It's not going to come and help the guys who face this molestation. So what are you going to do about it? Just sit and tweet? I think there has to be a huge change into our system, and first the change has to come to us. We need to stand up, and if we see something wrong happening, we need to go there. And it doesn't matter if you're a girl, it doesn't matter if you're a guy. We need to go there and make it stop. Just stop it right there and make them realize what they're doing is wrong. You don't need to be a muscled guy, or you don't need to have arms on yourself. Yeah, you don't need to have a beard to become a man. You really, like, if you're a man, if you're a man, you don't need a beard. And if you have a beard, then get up and go there and make it stop, and stop what's wrong, stop what's happening. We don't need to depend on our police. Like, of course, our police guys. What I really feel is that we have so much potential in our own country. Our policemen are working 365 days of a year. No matter what festival, no matter anything happens, those guys are out there working. They don't have New Year's, they don't have Christmas, they don't have Diwalis, they don't have any festival, but they're right there on the roads working for us. But we need to also respect them. We don't respect our police guys. Why? Why there isn't any respect over there for them? Of course, we say that, oh, our police guys, they stop us, the traffic guys, they take money, we have to bribe them. But you are wrong in your first place. Why are you wrong that you have to bribe the guy? You be right on your part, and there's no need to bribe anybody. So I think the change needs to come to us first, and then to everybody else. Stop it. Just stop there. Stop your thinking. Don't just stand there and stare at the wrong. Go there and do what you have to do. You don't have to be a man. You don't have to be a girl. Just go there. Just don't think about you're not strong. You're not, you're weak. It doesn't make a difference. You just have to go there and stop it. What I really feel is, I think, that's what I think. And what I told you about what we feel that we need to change. We need to change the thinking of everybody. We have people, when these incidents happen, we have people saying that, people tweeting and people saying, like the politicians, that, oh, why was the girl wearing, such a short dress and going out? It is her fault. Why was she walking at 2:40 a.m. in a lonely street, which happened at the Bangalore incident? I think it's no one's business. I think you need to change your thinking first, and you need to change your thinking, and that's when nothing wrong is gonna happen. I am wearing I'm pass by, it's fine. Today I am sitting here in a coffee shop wearing a ganji, and I don't think anyone even cares. No one's even looking at me. But if the same ganji I was wearing at 2:40 in the night, walking in a dark street, and if someone came to me and did something to me, would those guys again say the same thing? Yes, of course. The politicians would have tweeted about me also if something happened to me. That why was she wearing a ganji at 2:40 a.m. in the night? Why not? I would have even worn a bikini. There are people out there in the country that just go. We have beaches over there who just wear bikinis and go. Why nothing happens to them? Because that's not how they think. That's for Indians. I think for our people, women with, we have women with saris, and the saris are like open from here to here, from backlist. It's right open. There are like 20 inches of open skin showing in saris as well. So are you telling me that even the ladies in saris don't get raped? That's wrong. We need to change our thinking. Really, we need to change our thinking and the way we think. I think the three things that I have learned in my life is, first, don't look. If you see there's something wrong, go there and stop it. Raise your voice. That's the most important thing. Even if you have the weakest voice, raise it. For your own self, for your own self-respect, don't stand there and stare. Second thing, respect our government, respect our police. Whatever they're in a coffee shop, wearing a ganji, and I don't think anyone even cares. No one's even looking at me. But if the same ganji I was wearing at 2:40 in the night, walking in a dark street, and if someone came to me and did something to me, would those guys again say the same thing? Yes, of course. The politicians would have tweeted about me also if something happened to me. That why was she wearing a ganji at 2:40 a.m. in the night? Why not? I would have even worn a bikini. There are people out there in the country that just go. We have beaches over there who just wear bikinis and go. Why nothing happens to them? Because that's not how they think. That's for Indians. I think for our people, women with, You know, we have women with saris, and the saris are like open from here to here, from backlist. You know, it's right open. There are like 20 inches of open skin showing in saris as well. So are you telling me that even the ladies in saris don't get raped? That's wrong. We need to change our thinking. Really, we need to change our thinking and the way we think. I think the three things that I have learned in my life is, first, don't look. If you see there's something wrong, go there and stop it. Raise your voice. That's the most important thing. Even if you have the weakest voice, raise it. For your own self, for your own self-respect, don't stand there and stare. Second thing, respect our government, respect our police. Whatever they're doing their best with such little, such little things that the government gives our police. They're still doing their best. Respect them. Don't abuse their, facilities that they've given them. And the third thing, I think the most important thing, respect women. We keep saying respect women, but it's just saying. Nothing really happens. Nobody really respects a woman. I think you need to respect. Don't treat them like a piece of meat. It's very important that, just treat women respectfully and like a man. Don't think that women are lesser than a man, because they're not.
Your definition on a life well lived.
This thing is a little tricky for me, because for me my definition is respect myself first, and that's when you have a peaceful life. If you don't respect yourself, you won't have a peaceful life, and you're going to stress about everything in your life. So yeah, my definition is, firstly, money is not everything. You need to earn your own money. Don't take anybody else's money. That's when you will have a peaceful life. Don't cheat anyone for anything. It might be, don't cheat your husband, don't cheat your boyfriend, don't cheat for money, don't lie. I think the day we get to know about these things and the importance of these small things, I think that's when we will start having a peaceful life. That's all I have to say.